Also,
wanted to let you guys know we have super exciting news. All of the Netflix links that I mentioned earlier can now just be consolidated into one nice little package. Netflix.com/CTFXC is the only link now that we have going on. So you can go there and you can sign up for a free 1-month trial of Netflix if you haven't already, or if you just want to try it and you've never seen it before or used it before, it's a pretty awesome thing. So go and check it out.
Today is my review for Big Daddy. That's right, Big Daddy, starring Adam Sandler and this cute, adorable little kid. Doubt if I can remember his name. When I first saw this movie, back when I was a teenager, young adult, I really didn't like it. I thought it was, how shall I say, rude, crude, and absurd. But now that I'm 33 years old and I've watched it again, twice to be exact, I really believe it's a great story about a guy who finally learns to grow up, hit the next stage of his life, move on, and all this time this kid is teaching him this stuff. Julian, or Frankenstein, is teaching him how to grow up as he grows up and progresses. It's a story about trying to keep a kid out of an orphanage and raise him on his own, and he just tries. In the beginning it is hilarious. Pees the bed, just sleep on some newspapers. Drops the milk, newspapers. Throws up, newspapers. I wish cleaning was that easy, because he really acts like a child in the first bit of the film. But when he finally realizes what's important to him, especially after a wake-up call from the kid, Julian's teacher, he decides that it's time to really shape up himself. And he takes care of the kid, and then they find out all of a sudden at social services that he misrepresented himself, and they take the kid away, and all he can think about is that kid. Let's get the kid back, let's get the kid back. It's in between all of that, there is a bit of a love story between one of his roommate's sisters and him, and it progresses, and eventually you see that they've gotten married, and they have a kid of their own, and Julian goes back to his biological father. What I don't ever see in the film is when, or if they even tell him that his mother has passed on from cancer. And that's probably the weirdest part of the whole story. That's like, well, tell the kid. He's not going to see his mom anymore. I'd want to know. But yeah, so it was a very, very good movie. I really enjoyed this one. Better than I did the first time I saw it. The first time I saw it, I thought, how can they do this? How can they get a kid to play this role? And what are we teaching them at that age? And are his parents backstage going, this isn't real, you can't get away with this stuff? It's just wrong. But now my mindset after taking care of my nieces for so long has really changed me, and I see it as a man who grows up, finally moves on with his life, finds the woman that he's meant to be with, and becomes a good father, and finally gets his bar exam. Oh my gosh. I mean, he had to convince his father in court that Julian was best for him. It was hilarious between the two. I love the part where the state of, I believe it was the state of New York, or the state stands up and goes, I object to this. And then the father yells from the back, he's a moron. My favorite part in the whole movie. That is, what I didn't like was that he's trying to raise this kid, but yet he's got a potty mouth central. And I'm not the most cleanest mouth either, but come on. But this movie was a really good choice. I really enjoyed it. This movie was absolutely awesome. And I wish this movie had progressed to a second one where we see him as a father, a lawyer, and see where it goes from there. That would have been awesome. That is my review for Big Daddy, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Don't forget to check out the link I mentioned earlier, netflix.com/CTFXC, to get your free 1-month trial of Netflix Instant Streaming.
Also,